On waterfront development tonight, and a major disappointment for local leaders. As you saw first on WIVB.com, Bass Pro is abandoning plans to open a location on Buffalo's waterfront. Our senior correspondent Rich Newberg broke this story. He joins us live from CANALSIDE with more. Rich.
Well, after 9 years of talking about Bass Pro, the discussion is finally over. The company could not meet a Tuesday deadline to commit to CANALSIDE, and it believed the talk here had turned too negative. It was to be the anchor tenant of a $300 million project on Buffalo's Inner Harbor, a 130,000 square foot Bass Pro store. The company had already sunk $1 million into the plans, but now has pulled out.
I'm thoroughly disappointed in the outcome. I didn't hope this would ever happen. A lot of us have worked hard to have a different outcome, and frankly, it's a failing.
In 2004, with great fanfare, Bass Pro's founder, Johnny Morris, came to Buffalo to announce the company's intention to build here.
Have a chance right out the back door, customers to go try boats, to actually go fish, have guide service right there from the store.
The odd came down to accommodate final plans, but a lawsuit over public funds used to lure Bass Pro here and a lack of action from Buffalo lawmakers to transfer land for the CANALSIDE project may have contributed to the outdoor store cutting bait.
I assume the lawsuit will likely be dismissed now, so since Bass Pro is not getting the inducements, I imagine they'll withdraw it. But we're still moving forward. We still have our resources. We still have our commitments.
BENDERSON Development said Bass Pro also did not like news coverage of its private negotiations.
But one of the things that derailed this project was it being played out in public. Bass Pro is a private company. They're frankly not accustomed to all this negativity. The negativity here became very toxic.
Waterfront planners say the CANALSIDE project will move forward, but the search will begin now for a new anchor tenant.
It's kind of sad because it's one more empty promise that we have here. So many times people say they're going to do something for the city, and so many times it doesn't happen, so it's kind of sad, but I guess we're kind of used to it at this point.
Buffalo Mayor Byron Brown said Bass Pro President Jim Hagel told him that Common Council's failure to move on that land deal in part contributed to Bass Pro's decision. I'll have more on the future of CANALSIDE coming up. Reporting live, Rich Newberg, News 4 at 5.
And this afternoon, Bass Pro released a letter it sent to Congressman Higgins. It says in part, unfortunately, we cannot respond favorably to the lease draft within the 14-day period you requested in your letter. Several major issues fundamental to the successful completion of the project remain unresolved. Bass Pro says about plans for a Buffalo store, there will be no further comment of any kind by our company.